And welcome back to Up North at 4. Nick Novak joining me now. We're talking about the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. This is an annual contest, I guess, if you will, that you guys help put on to find, as the name implies, the coolest thing made in Wisconsin, right? And so, Nick, thanks for joining me. I know we've featured this event before on our newscast, but I'm sure people always forget. But just to kind of remind people what you guys do. You take nominations, people submit ideas, they submit companies, they submit products, obviously made in Wisconsin that you find to be the best, right? Is it as simple as that?
It is simple as that. WMC and Johnson Financial Group, we started this contest about 7 years ago. And as you mentioned, our goal is to find the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. So we've had 6 winners already, and we are looking for that lucky number 7. And we're looking for products from all across Wisconsin that are made here in the Badger State. So whether it's a company that you work for making a product each and every day, or you just know of a really cool product that is made here in Wisconsin, we want to hear from the people all around the state to hear what they think is the coolest. And so folks can go to madeinwis.com and nominate a product really easily. Just need a little bit of information about it, a picture, and some contact information. And once you submit it, you're in the game. So should be a really fun contest.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds simple enough, but I'm curious though, is this obviously it has to be made in Wisconsin. That's sort of the whole idea behind it, but is it any type of product, like food? It could be equipment of some sort. It's kind of open-ended, right?
Any product that is manufactured in the state of Wisconsin. So you do have to use that manufacturing process. So, not looking for, the favorite food at your local restaurant in this contest, but, anything that's made. So that can be food processing. So, beer, cheese, things like that. That can be equipment, machinery, different products like that. I mean, it could be clothing, shoes or anything else that's made in Wisconsin. So we're really looking to highlight the manufacturing sector. It is the largest industry in the state of Wisconsin. It employs about 1 in 6 people. And that's why WMC and Johnson Financial Group have partnered each year to do this contest, because we really want to talk about the cool things that we manufacture here in Wisconsin. But we also want to talk about the people who make those really cool things. Right. There's so many great careers in manufacturing in Wisconsin, and we just want to bring attention to those careers and maybe some opportunities that people didn't know about.
Yeah, when you think of Wisconsin, as someone who's from the state myself, obviously you start to think of the farming, the agriculture back in the day. The logging industry was huge. I feel like the manufacturing side of things sort of goes kind of unrecognized, right? And this is sort of your guys' way of highlighting that. And I think that's really awesome. That's so much fun. And obviously you've been doing this now for, I believe you said 6 years. So there's been 6 different award winners for the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. What are some of the prizes that you guys have handed out? What sort of products have won this award in the past?
Well, just like the manufacturing sector in Wisconsin, our winners have been really diverse. We have had food products that have won in the past. Oshkosh Corporation with their Joint Light Tactical Military Vehicle has won in the past. We also had from Rice Lake, Wisconsin, Henry Hunting Rifles with their all-weather big boy rifle that they make there. And so, just so many different products have won, and from small products all the way up to massively huge ones. Our winner last year was a 140-ton Navy crane from Manitowoc. And so it really is a diverse industry. It is a vibrant industry that has a lot of opportunity. And as we talk about WMC and Johnson Financial Group throughout this contest, we just make some really cool things, and we want to highlight that.
Absolutely. We're talking military technology. We're talking hunting rifles, crane. We're all over the board, obviously. I think that's kind of what we do best here in Wisconsin. I'm kind of curious, though, obviously one winner, but how many products or nominations do you guys see in a given year? Does it kind of fluctuate year by year?
We typically get about 150 nominees each year in this contest, but that's just a small number of the amount of manufacturers that we have in Wisconsin. We actually have about 9,000 manufacturers all across the state. Nearly 500,000 people work in manufacturing in Wisconsin. And so while we typically get about 150 nominees, we'd love to see even more than that. So if you know of a product, go to madeinwis.com, sign up and nominate that product, and the voting will begin in mid-September. So that's when the really fun part starts. That's when the people of Wisconsin really get to see all the products made here and start to have their voice heard of what they think is the coolest.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a criteria, I guess I should say, for the voting process, or is it just people log on, they can look at what the nominees are and just say, hey, I think that one's pretty cool, or what goes into that?
Once we announce the nominees in mid-September, folks will be able to go to madeinwis.com and cast their vote. Anyone can vote once per day per device. So we have a system set up where it will recognize that device getting the vote in. And so you can go every single day and cast your vote for what you think is the coolest thing made in Wisconsin. And we'll tally all those up at the end of each round. And once we get past our popular vote round, we go into our Manufacturing Madness bracket, which takes those top 16 products, puts them in head-to-head matchups, and we go from a top 16 to a top 8 to a top 4, and we'll announce our final winner on October 19th at our Business Day in Madison event in the middle of October. So it should be a really fun contest, and the best part is that the people get to vote.
Absolutely. Yeah. The democracy wins out, right? Well, Nick, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. Of course, we'll have to check out some of these products as they are. You guys are currently in the nomination process. So once you guys announce those nominees, we'll have to check some out, obviously, and hopefully showcase some of them on our show. But in the meantime, I'll let you go, and we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. We'll be right back on Up North at 4.